This is it, the plastic of the future. Finally, humans have come up with the solutions to combat the long war against plastic pollution through the invention of biodegradable plastic. Biodegradable plastic looks like a plastic, feels like a plastic, and acts like a plastic, but is made out of plant. It features pollutes less than conventional petrol-based plastic, and some of them are biodegradable. Biodegradable plastic is our initiative to lessen plastic pollution, but it might not be a perfect solution. Let me tell you the truth about biodegradable plastic. Biodegradation is nature's recycling system where microorganisms eat waste and turn it into nutrients that other organisms can use. But when it comes to biodegradable plastic, things are a little bit different. This is because not all bioplastic is biodegradable. Biodegradable plastics are an advantage, but most require high temperature industry compositing facilities to break down, and few cities have the infrastructure to handle them. As a result, bioplastic often ends up in landfills, where without oxygen, they may release methane, which is a 23 times more potent greenhouse gases than carbon dioxide. The environment, the substance, and the applications all affect the biodegradation process. Some plastic does not disintegrate, resulting in tiny particles known as microplastics. These microplastics, when consumed by animals, can gradually find their way up the food chain. So the process in creating biodegradable plastic is actually harmful. In 2010, research from the University of Pittsburgh discovered that while bioplastics are typically to be more environmentally safe than regular plastics, this was not necessarily the case when the material's life cycles were taken into consideration. Researchers found that the fertilizer and pesticide used in crop cultivations and the chemical processings required to transform organic material into plastic resulted in higher pollution levels during the manufacture of bioplastics. Aside from ozone depletions and significant land usage, bioplastic also contribute to more to the problem than the ordinary plastics. It was discovered that bioplastics has the hybrid plastics, which is known as BPET, which had higher than average risk of harming ecosystems and the largest concentrations of carcinogens, and as a result, it was ranked the lowest in the life cycle assessment. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you can see the downright effects of biodegradable plastics, but you might be asking, if biodegradable plastics are negative, what can we do to reduce plastic pollution? Well, let me tell you, the solution is simple, which is to use your bags or to reuse your reusable bags. Agree with me that every time we buy something, we always ask for new bags. We are uneasy, and some of us even mad if the cashier gave us used plastic bags, right? Well, actually, that is exactly what we should do. So, by reusing reusable bag, we can reduce the amount of plastic bag created each year. Less demands equals to less supply. When there is less plastics, there is less waste. So bring your own bag and reuse it every time you go to the grocery store or every time you buy things that needs a bag. Don't ask for new bags every time you buy something, because once you take it home and after you have done transfer your stuff from the plastic to the cabinet, let's say, you will eventually throw it away anyway. So whatever type of plastic you have right now, whether it's biodegradable plastics, normal plastics, or papers, don't throw them away, instead start reusing them. So always make sure to bring reusable bag anywhere you go by storing it in your car so that you don't have to ask for a bag when you need one. and always encourage others to reuse their bags. Bring along with you extra reusable bags whenever you go into a store, because when you see someone about to use a new bag, give them your reusable bags and ask them to start reuse their bag. See, it is not difficult to reduce plastic pollution. So bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that all of these are crucial, because in the near future, you might regret if you don't reuse your bag. Why? So let me tell you why. So if you don't start reuse your bag now, our future might be at risk. People will continue to use more plastic in the future. This will result in more harmful microplastic ends up in the oceans and soil. So what animal are there in the ocean? So guess what? It is fish. All of us eat fish, crabs, clams, seaweeds, or the most consumed salt. So don't be surprised if one day when you order your meal in a restaurant, you might be eating a large amount of microplastics. So by now, you should understand that you have no choice but to reuse your bag. So ladies and gentlemen, as a conclusion, reusable bags are way better to use than biodegradable bags. We can save environment and perhaps stop this never-ending problem which gets worsens day by day. This is for our future generations. The only way to stop plastic pollution is to use less of it. So start reusing your bags and spread this message to others, because only we can change the future. That's all from me. My name is SHIHAM bin SURADI, and thank you for listening.
Every time we go to the dentist office, whether it be for a checkup or a procedure, you can almost guarantee you hear one question: have you been flossing? How many of you can advocate for this? Well, as redundant and needless some is maybe, they ask this consistently because it's one of the most essential parts of having good oral health. Brushing your teeth is good, but flossing your teeth accounts for nearly 40% of cleansing the bacteria and plaque from your mouth. Reported by Lisa Zamuskay of Reason Why You Should Floss, published by WebMD in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NASIR. My topic is about flossing. I would like to influence the audience to floss more. You should floss every day because it's good for you. In these next few minutes, you'll find out that flossing prevents several diseases, make your smile look better, and help you save money. You should floss daily because it helps prevent you from many diseases that can be a major detriment to your overall health. First, according to the 2011 article, 5 reasons why flossing is extremely important by mechanism, there are multiple diseases one can receive due to a lack of flossing. Additional, it's become such an issue that in 2003, the CDC began to ask for public health initiative to address the oral health issue and how it can lead to systematic diseases, which is meaning conditions that affect multiple organs and other body systems. Second, according to a 2013 article titled Periodontal Gum Disease that Causes System and Treatment on the website of the National Institute of Dental and Craniofacial Research and the National Institute of Health. Periodontal disease is also a very common disease derived from lack of flossing. The diseases can range from simple gum inflammation to major damage to the soft tissue and bone that support the teeth and worst case, lost teeth. Unfortunately, the same source said that many adults in the United States have at least one form of these diseases. Avoiding these diseases will help tremendously in the overall appearance of your smile. You should also floss every day because it leads to a better smile. When you don't floss, you more likely to develop gum diseases like the first image. According to the article, what are the stages of gum disease? Published on Colgate website in 2010, gum disease can result in puffy red gums and receding gum line that create pockets. In worst scenario, your gums will have pus coming out of them and can sometimes even bleed. This is not the only thing you notice when you smile. You also notice their gum line. If you can look at the second image, demonstration in the difference between two people, which is one who flosses and one who does not. This based on courtesy of the article The Causes of Bleeding Gum by Kate Parker written in 2014. Now that we know what some of these diseases are from the result of not flossing and how flossing can make your teeth look better, we can now move on to how flossing can save your money. Lastly, you should floss because you ensure yourself of not having these diseases and therefore not having to pay for the expensive treatment to care for diseases. According to an article published in 2014 by the American Dental Title Survey find shortcomings in oral health habits. It was found that at least 60% of adults do not floss daily, and roughly 20% admitted to not flossing at all. It states that a report published in 2005 by Children's Dental Health Project research studied the cost of dental care for children who had their first dental checkup before 1 year of age versus children who had their first visit to the dentist after the age. By fifth birthday, the children in the first group had overall dental care costs some 40% lower than their peers. Also, according to the Without Insurance, published in 2015 on the Michael Smile website, the cost of cavity can range from 200 to nearly 19,000, depending on the severity of the cavity and the quality of the filling used. You could pay the 99 cents to buy floss according to Walmart's website on 19 April or pay the amount previously mentioned for fillings. Now that you've been informed of the benefit that come when you do floss, let's recap everything we've gone over today. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can easily see, just brushing your teeth not enough to keep your teeth clean. Flossing is essential in the fight against cavity and is important to keep your teeth strong and healthy. Flossing will prevent diseases, make your smile better, and save your money. I know your days are busy, and as college kids, we don't have all money in the world, but eat 99 cents and takes 2 minutes out of your day to ensure a lifetime of health. Go floss and make your dentist proud of you. Thank you for listening.
Is your skin dry? Do you often get an headache? Well, are you drinking water enough? According to the infographic of daily water intake, water is an essential for life and maintaining the optimal levels of dehydrating. It is important because it is important for humans to function. Water hydrates the skin. It makes you look younger. It helps you manage the weight and prevent disease. And hello, my name is Ahmad Zamharir bin WAHID. Today, I want to persuade all of my audience to drink enough water. First, dehydration is very serious. It is due to the lack of water consumption. It also can be fatal if it be ignored. Dehydration happens when the body receives insufficient amount of water. It occurs when the amount of fluids leaving the body is greater than the amount of the water being consumed. Mild dehydration is difficult for the body to function normally. For example, extreme thirst, headache, fatigue, and so on. How to know the body are suffering from dehydration? Some signs of dehydration are dry mouth, muscle cramp, shriveled skin, and wrinkles. So, what's the solution? Let me share with you the benefits of drinking enough water. Based on my personal experience, it is true. Consuming daily enough water intake can change your life mentally and physically. Drinking water regularly throughout the day can help to boost your metabolism. Hence, I rarely feel tired or exhausted. It also helps my body to absorb more nutrients. So, when I absorb more nutrients, I feel more energetic and my skin look more healthy. Millennials nowadays prefer coffee, soda, and other beverage compared to water. Well, good news for you. It is never too late to start because it is better to start now than never. But the question is, what if you do not drink enough water at all? Insufficient water consumption can lead you to dehydration. Extreme dehydration is very serious. It can make you feel dizzy, headache, fatigue, and reduce physical and mental performance. And after doing an extensive research, it made me realize that many people are still unaware the importance of drinking water. Today, I hope to persuade of my audience to drink enough water. It is just not a want, it is a need. So, why is it so crucial for humans to drink water? Next, water is an essential for our body, but still most of us probably do not realize and just how important being properly dehydrated. Drinking enough water for a youthful looking skin, to make it you look younger, and so on. Water also keeps our skin naturally soft and supple, and it also reduces our wrinkles. The skin have a protective barrier that contains water to prevent excess fluid loss. Drinking enough water also hydrates and plump our skin cells. It will help to replenish our skin tissues, moisturizers, and increase our elasticity of our skin. Next, drinking enough water supports our healthy weight management, which is by managing our craving, especially during our diet. I know our diet is very difficult, but with drinking a lot of water, it is act and as an effective appetite suppressant. It also contains 0 calories, so you will feel fuller and eat less. Furthermore, drinking enough water keeps various diseases at bay. The science behind it shows that our body flutes the transport waste products in and out of the cells that the kidneys and liver flush those waste. This can only work if the human body is sufficiently hydrated. If it is not, the human body are exposed to risk of chronic disease such as kidney and heart disease. Are you drinking enough water? There are several ways to ensure that you are ready to take enough water so that the body sufficiently hydrates throughout the day. Yes, you are drinking water, but are you drinking enough? Have you ever heard the quotes of 8 glasses of water a day keeps the doctor away? This is my personal favorite method and it works. It's an easy hydration rule that everyone can follow is the 8 glasses of water. It's easy. You just keep it up with how many glasses of water you take every day. This is also equivalent to 2 liters of water. People can use 2 liters of water bottle for the example to make your guidance for get the better result with their water intake.
Still working.
In conclusion, drinking water gives various benefits to the human body, and we must prioritize our daily water consumption for the body to function normally. So get the habit of keeping up with your water intake throughout the day and every day. Start today with your first 8 glasses of water. We can help our body to function efficiently on the daily basis. I think that's all from me. Thank you guys for lending me your ears. Thank you.
Now say everyone is living their life on social media. Now look at this image. It's called social media, not drama media. You're not going to be nominated for a Facebook status and meme. Ladies and gentlemen, social media is a place to engage with each other and have fun, to share memories, experience, and share good and bad times. However, oversharing is when people share too much personal information to the public or stranger. It can happen both on and offline. Well, today I'm QISTINA SAFIA BINTI ROSDI going to talk about social media user must stop oversharing online. Typically, what's lead a person to share something on social media is how they perceive the world. But there are problems that lead to social media user oversharing online. According Office for National Statistics, ONS, shows children's loneliness is influenced most by their perception of their friendship and happiness with the amount of choice they have in their life. The research shows how common loneliness is in children and why they are feel lonely. In others' different way, users feel alone and looking for connection. People take their social media account to reveal things. Social media give them an opportunity to tell the world about their story. When they speak out about their secret, problem, and concern, they often learn that they are not alone. By sharing on social media platform, users meet with a community of people who feel the same or have experienced the same thing. Suddenly, they are not alone anymore. Second, to bring value and entertaining value to others. Based on Ariana Huffington, she said, it's not just about consuming content, but sharing it, passing it on, and adding to it. People love to share valuable content to improve their life to other people. They do this by providing helpful information or by spreading information they think will entertain or make others laugh. By sharing helpful content, help people feel valuable. Social media users feel motivated to share content because they enjoy receiving positive feedback. Most people agree that oversharing is a problem. Fortunately, there are several ways how can social media users must stop oversharing online on social media. First of all, avoid posting when angry. Why? Because anger can make users say things that they won't have say otherwise. It can make they not really think about what they are saying. Angry posts may also send a message they did not mean to send. There are nothing stopping their contacts from reposting and spreading what user says, even if user delete it. It known for centuries that users should keep their word to themselves when they are angry. Otherwise, they may regret it. An aggressive or offensive posting might get the user fired and might begin to lose real-life friends. So, let yourself wind down before your post. Also remember that most social media sites have private messaging. If you need to settle a conflict with someone, message them instead of posting online. Second, think before post. Once social media user post it, they can never fully delete it. It usually trivial for somebody to save a copy of that item, so even if you pull it back off the social media site, that item is still out there where somebody could share it or use it in a way you did not intend. Users should ask themselves when they post any posting, can it affect him in the future in any way? This is one of the easiest ways to determine whether the user should publish this picture or video or not. Before the user share a photo or video, take a moment to look carefully at the background of the image. Is there anything in the background or the image should be cropped before sharing the image? Next, let me tell you what will happen if you oversharing good content online. If you share content on topic that you know much about, you can begin to build credibility. Oversharing a good content can bring valuable and entertaining content to others. You also can learn how to present your professional experience, achievement, and result. But do you imagine if being careless with your privacy or personal detail on social media could make it easier for criminals to learn important information about you? It leads to security problem. For example, posting photo from the trip you are currently on could alert criminals that you are currently out of the town. If someone really does want to stalk or target you in some way, they can see about you by looking at your profile. The more info you share, the more they know. This can also put you at more of a risk for identity theft in some cases. As a conclusion, social media platform has power to change social media user life. Opportunity, start movement on making content, share their personal life and opinion. It shows that social media is good to share, but some things are best to keep by yourself and be aware of what we are sharing. So, social media users must stop oversharing online to avoid negative things happen. With that, I would like to thank you for being such a wonderful audience.